Today, a floor 10 Bridget main named Magic Girl asked me to play against them and review their replays on stream so I can help them hit Celestial. If you'd like me to help you hit Celestial rank, join the Discord and follow me over at twitch.tv/RemeliaFGC. Alright, are we good? Is the audio good and everything? Hello, hello.
Are you ready?
Magic Girl, I don't know if you're in the chat room. Audio good? Okay.
Duel 1.
Alright.
Let's rock.
Oh, nice quick punish.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Make sure to keep low blocking there.
Positive.
There's no reason to really get hit by that.
Perfect. Duel 1. Let's rock. Positive.
I don't know why mine won there. I'm gonna be honest.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
I'm not really good at the Bridget mirror, especially because I don't know how to manage yo-yo very well.
Let's rock.
Like when your opponent also has yo-yo. I feel like maybe, I don't know, it's hard for me to give advice because I don't know, but I feel like you shouldn't overuse 214S because I just 2-3 success in response. You know?
Perfect. Duel 2. Let's rock.
And I think when you're playing the mirror, you don't want to be the Bridget without yo-yo out or being forced to 6P.
Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're going first to 10, right?
Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Yeah, don't be 6P in there.
Perfect. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's good.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
You gotta stop trying to jump out of the pressure. And jumping in neutral.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice, nice, nice. Dude, look, the way you're jumping back in the corner is really bad. Because I'm just gonna 2H and you can't really do anything to punish me in the corner.
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Jumping again. Nice trade.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Positive counter.
Good to it. Smart reading.
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Positive bonus. Perfect. Duel 1. Let's rock.
You gotta be conscious of your habits.
Positive bonus. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
You gotta remember the defense guide that I posted. Can't let me get away with just rolling at you for free.
Perfect. Duel 3. Let's rock. First match. Positive focus.
You got it. Alright, good games. Would you be interested in having me watch the replays? And kind of comment on what's going on? I'm gonna look at the replays. No, it's fine. That was game 10.
Duel 1.
Alright, around start, like 90% of the time, I dash blocked or I just backdashed. That's a good strategy. Okay, so right there, let's see, let me play that again. When I scoot at you, like I always have the habit of, if I'm not sure that my scooter is gonna hit, or if I have meter, you know, like right around here, I always have the habit of braking, like where I think you're gonna be, because if you brake and it's kind of spaced like this, it's not punishable, or it's even like maybe a little bit, maybe even at best. So when you just scoot randomly, like full screen like that, which is like a Bridget thing to do, especially with meter, you know, if you're not prepared for brake, you're just gonna get hit like that. And also when you're playing against other people, it's a good habit to brake like that, so that way when you scoot, you're not doing it very unsafely. Oh, let me see that again.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So what you're seeing here is a pretty bad option in my opinion. I mean, it does get you out like that, but I'm in the air because of roll, and you know, it kind of puts me in a place that you can't really RPS. And also, when I do that Oki scoot break into 236S and then into close slash and then roll. I do scoot break into 236S and then close slash. If you FD here, which you did FD the second hit I think, so I think you would have had the gap, you can just mash 6P here instead. So instead of spending 50 meter to contest it, you could have, and then you don't even really get anything off of it, you don't even get an RPS situation, you could have 6P'd and yeah, you would have gotten a counter hit. If you wanted to contest. should turn on inputs.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Positive counter. Slap.
I think in general also you're not leveraging Bridget's strengths in neutral that much. Here, let me go into training mode.
Great. He dares to enter the mayhem. Bridget 5 pieces.
Okay, so when I have a yo-yo out, like Bridget's neutral becomes very, very hard to contest if I'm just like doing stuff like this. And it's kind of a weird thing to get used to, but like I feel like this is really like the key to leveraging the advantage that Bridget has with roll, doing stuff like that, doing stuff like that, holding roll. You can mix up in so many ways and poke like kind of safely, while also threatening to just roll in and then do mix. And it's really important to have yo-yo out like as much as possible, which is why I end up using 236S a lot more than I think other Bridgets. Because like it just kind of creates space for you to at least roll a little bit. Well, if you 214S, you know, Kai is doing the fireball, if the other bridge is doing the fireball, or in general if you're just getting rushed at, then it's really hard to get a 214S out. But 214S is also very good since you can set up, you know, timings like that. And also with your pokes, you're not using your pokes very well. You're jumping a lot and going like this, which jumping is okay with Bridget, but it's not actually that good unless you have a yo-yo out, and then you can do so many different air actions, right? Hello, Lament. I just played this Bridget in the first to 10, and they were looking for gameplay advice. I feel like also your flowchart is not that strong yet. I'm not sure. I don't know how much you got started in general, but you know, understanding the options after 2-3 that you have. Oh yeah, also after you block 2-3 a lot of times you were just like back jumping in the corner like this, which is, I think it's just very bad against Bridget. Pretty much no matter what option I take. Like if I do Scooter, I usually end up under you, and Scooter has no recovery, so I can just 6P. It's pretty bad against Bridget. It's normally decent. It's decent against some characters, but against Bridget, if I'm at this spacing and I do like 5H, 2-3 and you back jump, you're pretty dead. Or you're at least getting a full restarted block string.
Danger. 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 Danger.
And then also with your pokes, since you're in the air a lot like this is really not strong, you know, for trying to roger dive. But what is strong is just kind of putting your pokes out there. You don't even have to be aggressive with it. You can just kind of walk back. Bridget's backwalk is really good. Just kind of leave your pokes out for me to run into. I was running at you a lot. And also I noticed when I was playing patient, you had the tendency to just kind of like I would hang around here and you would just get impatient and just kind of run up and try to 2K me or 2S me. Which I would just, since I'm just pressing like this, I got you. One more first to 10? You want to play more? It's really hard to play multiple Bridget 10s, but you know, okay, I'll play. Right here, I'll do a first to 5. I want to play some ranked matches too. Same code.
Welcome.
Lament, do you have anything to add to this? Oh, I guess you didn't see the matches, but welcome to the stream, Lament. So Magic Girl is a floor 10 Bridget main that's trying to get a bit better.
Are you ready? Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, that's good.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
So your reaction when you see me rolling like that and just kind of doing stuff should not really be to 6 feet. And especially not run up 6 feet. See, look, like right now I have a yo-yo out, you do not have a yo-yo out. You can just 2-3-6S me and you can cover roll, get your own yo-yo out.
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Thank you for the follow, Big Booty Man 445, whoever you are out there. And thank you for the follow, Jasu. Okay, focus on the game, focus on the game. So also something that I'm hitting you with, maybe it'll be hard to explain this in game, but when I do a cancel to roll at you, a lot of the times I just mash JP because you're not holding high guard. So like when you see me roll, you should be holding up by default because the fastest thing I can do is an overhead, and low is a little bit slower. Don't jump like that.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice word punish. But make sure to do bar slash there in whip punish situations like that. It's a lot more consistent. Oh yeah, and also after you block the high, if you see JP, immediately start blocking low because I'm gonna do the low.
Slap.
Wait, what are you pressing there to get hit by 2H? I guess War Flash or 5H?
Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
At that spacing, that's a good option.
Slap.
6B there is valid, but I guess it just didn't work out for you. Although honestly, if you think I'm gonna roll, it might just be better just to do a poke. Mash out forward slash.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
okay to not do this here. Alright, that's 5. How do you feel about that? Magical. Jasu, you play Bridget. Do you have anything to add to this experience? Any advice to give to this Bridget? If you're available to chat. Yes, I agree. I agree, Lemon. Like doing far slash would beat a lot of things.
Dares to enter the mayhem. Bridget. Bridget.
Well, it's an RPS situation, right? It's exactly the 236S RPS that I talk about in my video. Here, let me demonstrate. So usually I'm rolling like right here. And in response to that roll, you can far slash, and that's pretty good. Here. And pretty much any roll option that I do is going to be beaten by you doing far slash instead of 6p. But if you do 6p instead, then I can, you know, kind of delay my roll or do different options to try to beat it. Also here, after I did 236S, I would do 2H, which you can beat by pressing a button usually, pressing far slash. But you have to press immediately, basically. Don't like try to react. It's RPS. Hello, X Ruffy. How are you doing today? I'm just helping this Bridget player in chat room, Magical, who wanted 410 Bridget, who wanted matchup advice, or gameplay advice, I should say. I'm doing great. Learning to stream while playing, talk while playing. It's going well. Well articulated? Me? Thank you, Lament. I appreciate the compliment. I don't feel well articulated, but yes. Let me look at the replays for those ones as well. I feel like there were some weird moments where you got counter hit by 2H. Alright, let's see what's going on. Don't do far slash round start. Also, far slash round start is not very good against almost anyone. Unless you do walk back far slash to try to lift punish. That's good. Alright, here. I do 236S, and now you have to guess, basically, it's a little bit in your favor, but I'm around +3 here, so if you try to mash a poke here and I do 5H, you're gonna get hit. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I do 2H. So if you mashed a far slash or a 5H here, it would have won. Back jumping is really not good in this situation. Because even if I did 5H, by the time you fall down, you're never gonna be able to punish me for doing anything. It can be okay to escape if you back jump and then immediately forward jump, or if you're a character like Milia that can kind of try to jump out of 2H range. Or just try to escape the corner. Like Gold Lewis might do this because he doesn't have a lot of options to contest, but as Bridget, you should not do this. That YRC was an accident? I see. What you should do instead, if you're expecting 5H there, instead of back jump, you should either 6P the 5H or IAD forward, and then you can punish my 5H. You can whip punish it. But so I do 2H into roll. Do the mix up, FRC mix. Alright, here. You should be trying to FD this close slash. It's pretty good if you FD. The situation's pretty good for you. If I try to roll, you can 6P. In that situation, you would have to 6P. It'd probably be too close to far slash. So. 5D, I don't know if 5D would be okay. Okay, here.
Duel 2.
I had meter, I guess. I did screw it. Try to ID if you am capturing the wrong stuff. Yeah, it takes practice. You gotta recognize the situation fast. So right here you could 6P. Just I guess for future reference, if you see 6H and I do roll, you can 6P and I have to hard bait it to try to not die. 5P or JP will not be enough to bait it. Oh, you do hit it there, which is pretty good. With 5P, that's a very good option. You can also do 5K and get a full combo there, and it's a little bit faster, a little bit more leeway. But 5P is also a decent option. Alright, 236S, RPS time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do 2H here. Yeah, mashing 2P is not it. 2P, it's both, it's like the worst thing you could mash here because it's both a little bit slow than compared to like 2K. And its range is not very good. At this spacing, it's kind of hard to contest 2H, but if you 6P, you would be able to hit this hitbox. I think it definitely also if you mashed far slash, you should be able to just win there also. Let me replay that.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, over here. Oh wait, next round, right?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Yeah, so at that spacing, I don't think I'm fully +3. I'm probably like +1.
Counter.
So if you mashed far slash as soon as you could, you should be able to hit that. You haven't played Guilty Gear in some time? Yeah, the meta is pretty stable at this point, thankfully, since the winter patch, at least. Well, when was the last time you played X-Ruffle? Bridget is a character you're interested in learning? Oh, so you stopped playing before Bridget came out then. Bridget is pretty good. Maybe not very top tier, but pretty good. And very fun. And very advanced. I think also, Magic Girl, I'm giving you advice from the perspective that you're playing against Bridget, and not necessarily as Bridget, which is also pretty important. So like I'm giving you the Bridget counterplay, but not necessarily what you should be doing as Bridget in your neutral and offense, which is it's an important distinction, I guess. So in your neutral against Bridget, you should be doing a lot more 2-3-6S. Like 2-3-6S is just safe. It's a good poke. It'll beat roll if I'm rolling at you. If I have yo-yo out, any kind of yo-yo out, and you do 2-3-6S and I'm not avoiding it, then you have roll. Bridget versus Bridget is kind of like a battle of who's allowed to roll, basically. And so 2-3-6S is really important. If you're just auto penalty 2-1-4S like you would against some other characters, you're not gonna have a good time. And also, very important, learning to play neutral with roll. Like you'll never see me just like do 6P like in neutral like that. If I'm 6Ping, it's because I'm 6Ping something specific in defense, or I'm anti-airing. But for neutral, I'm trying to 2-3-6S. I'm trying to roll. I'm trying to do 2S. Run up 2S. Dash block 2K. Things like that, you know? You're jumping too much? Yeah, Bridget's jumping buttons are not good. Like for playing neutral. Like this is not a bike in JS, you know? Or a ram without JS. So if you want to jump, which jumping is okay as Bridget, but you have to have yo-yo out. And then instead of like jumping around or whatever, you can do, you know, jump back 2-1-4K, which is very strong, and learn all your options out of it. Because like if you just do it like this, people are gonna try to 6P. But you can mix up your timing by doing like JS, and you know if you do it really deep, you can sometimes beat 6Ps. And you know, air dash backing if you think it's gonna be a bad situation. Double jumping that can avoid certain anti-airs and whiff punish. Roger dive, hard beat 6P. Yeah. Explain dash blocking. So dash blocking is when you dash and block. You just press your dash macro and then you go to down back. And it's really strong because you take space. Like you can also FD break, which I used to be a really big fan of, but I've become more of a fan of just doing it like that because it's a little bit more ambiguous whether you're blocking. But basically you can take space and block at the same time. And it's really strong because, like, for example, if you're Bridget and you're doing far slash, if I dash block at you, far slash is like what, like -10 or something? And if I'm at if you get hit at this spacing, like there's not really a lot you can do Like, you can't really get punished as Bridget if they block at this spacing. But if you're dash blocking at Bridget, and then suddenly the spacing becomes like this, then it's kind of dangerous. Bridget is forced to play a little bit more risky. And also when you're dash blocking, it's really good because if your opponent is like backdashing or, you know, not doing anything, then by dash blocking you're not representing anything. So you can safely do a little dash block and then see what they're doing. And then if they're doing nothing, you can dash block again, or you can choose to poke if you think that they're gonna mash in response to your dash block. And if they dash at you, then, you know, if they dash at you and do a button, you're blocking, so you're good. Or you can also dash block, and if you see that they're close to you, you can react and throw. Dash blocking is like a very strong neutral option with a lot of decisions you can do. You should just do it in your games. It's like not really hard to do, and just see the potential it opens up. Dash macro is extremely important. Like, you cannot play this game without dash macro. It is 100% necessary to play. Please have your dash macro. Like, once you get used to using dash macro, you'll see it's just essential. And like ID, like if you're trying to ID after 236S, like that's kind of a hard input, right? I mean, it's not that hard, but like you gotta time it. But if you're using dash macro, you just hold up forward and you just mash your dash macro and you get a perfect ID whenever you want. And especially as Bridget, you need dash macro. Like, how are you gonna dash back or backdash after roll like that? That's stupid. Don't do that. Yes, please dash macro.
Negative penalty.
And also FD breaking. So when you FD break, it's also a type of dash blocking, but it's more obvious that you're blocking. But the trade-off is that like when I dash block normally down back like this, it kind of has some momentum, right? But if you FD break, it's really easy to just FD break and then start walking backwards. But if I walk backwards after doing a normal dash block, it takes like a second because there's running lag. In older games, there was running lag and you couldn't block during this animation, which was really stupid. But FD breaking still has, like, you had to FD break to dash block pretty much, but it still has some utility in Strive. Oh yes, for FRC, dash macro is also pretty necessary. I don't even know how to do it without FRC. Maybe it's like that. Or, you know, drift RC. Yeah, use that. I think also there's spots that you could have DP'd in, which would have been really strong. Like if I'm just doing close slash and stuff, like what do you lose by mashing DP? It's really hard for me to like really kind of bait it. Or if I'm rolling at you, DPing is pretty good. Who doesn't use dash macro? Do you know who? I will give them a stern talking to if I know them for not using dash macro. Definitely was not Hotashi. I mean, Hotashi hasn't been playing Strive recently, but Liam doesn't use dash macro, man. Man. That's wild. You should definitely use dash macro. It's integral. There's no Liam Cream, that's good. Alright, I think it's time to play some tower games. Celestial grind.